So, we got a Pagani count right here, just 5 for the morning. 5 stayed the night. This was on Gold Rush Rally. This one comes from Dallas. Basic Pagani to me. Don't roast me. But the red stripe, really do like this white Roadster right here. It's a local Connecticut car. This owner is on Instagram. Not sure of his name, I don't follow him, but I've seen him tagged in throughout. But I like this spec. You've got the white with the exposed carbon on the top. The exposed carbon. It's funny, everybody's got their Roadster, but I haven't seen a single Roadster here without the top on. But it's not bad. I like these little caps. I like some of the BCs. They've got some things like the King has his King shield, and then this orange looks really good. This was brought. This is actually in the showroom at Greenwich, but they don't let you in there for obvious reasons. And this one is for sale at Greenwich. Here, basic Wyra. Not sure. I think this may have the Tempesta package. I'm not terribly sure. I know the roof flaps or hood flaps is something that's additional. And then you've got the BC, which I really like the BCs. I'm not sure how I'll feel. I guess if these Roadsters look not terribly different from the coupes, I'm sure the BC Roadster would be pretty cool. Actually, I'm not sure whose BC this is. This was here last year. Rumors that it's Horatio's personal Pagani to, I don't know. But I really like the blue. Honestly, I like Chris Singh's blue one better, but it looks really good. And again this morning, Michael Fuchs's Senna. I have slept on it, dreamed on it. It's funny because Michael Fuchs is a mattress mogul, but I've decided I do not like the rear end of the Senna. The front looks good. Just, I mean, look how aggressive and mean this looks on the front. But when you get to the rear of it, I don't think it looks natural. You have, oh, look at that gorgeous sunrise. But once you get to the rear, it just doesn't look natural. I had someone told me, hey, maybe, gosh, 25 years from now, we're gonna look at this and be like it's ahead of its time. Gosh, I hope not. And then you look at the 570 and they're gonna be like, what the hell were they thinking? But honestly, I'll take the 570 right now. 570, I like the GT better, which I know I've said it in their videos for all the people who are coming here, because this is Dream Ride, and you clicked on the Dream Ride. The 570, a thing that you can tell between the 570S and the 570 GT is basically the roof. So you have this rear just flips up, whereas you've got I know this is a Spider, but if you look at the 570S, the roof is like this. The 570 GT basically means 570 Grand Tour, where the 570S is the 570 Sport. So in Essential, they have that. You can put luggage in it, and this is just a cruiser to take your girlfriend to park and valet somewhere. Where this, you want to maybe take it to Monterey Car Week. Have fun with it. And then you've got a third P1 here in Volcano Red. I actually saw this one last year, which, whew, with that sun on it, looks really, really good. I wish they did have it parked in race mode, but beggars can't be choosers. So, not a big fan of this Gallardo. with the Liberty body kit. It's horrible. This, I believe, is actually a 12C with the 675 LT body kit, and you actually can tell the VIN on. There's no I can show you, but if it was a VIN, it would have instead of it's not focusing 0017560. 675 is going to have 675 and then the body number that it was with. Let's say my favorite, the MSL number 9 Spider, which is 675509. And the Performante, I'm not feeling the wrap on this. Lamborghini makes some great colors. Why would you ruin it with the wrap? And then this looks like blue Cephas Roadster. I've got some really good shots of this last year, but you can see the added orange accents, which pretty sweet. Adds some differences to it. And you've got this Liberty Walk GTR. Not a big fan of GTRs. That's just my personal taste. But these ones look really good. Personally, I like this one better than this one right here. But I just how they made this was just fascinating. You can see where they chopped it off and they put the kit here, but everything is so meshed together and well done. So this one is probably my favorite right here. And right here we've got Michael Fuchs's 4 cars, and rumor has it he has a LaFerrari still in the trailer waiting to be debuted. But you've got the Michael Fuchs wagon, and just look at this fuchsia with this golden hour. I'm gonna have to get some shots of this. Wish there wasn't too much frost. I was hoping there wouldn't be much. I mean, this is still August, it's summertime, but gotta get some photos. But definitely gotta get a shot of this 720S with this golden hour. This is why you wake up early and go to car shows, because 1, nobody's up, so you get no crowd, and 2, there's glorious lighting. And I'm just gonna move this cone for a little bit, so I'll move it back. Hopefully I don't get kicked out. We're all headed here because a reliable trailer or reliable carrier car has just arrived. I think it was here yesterday. You probably have some Honda Civics in here, few Miatas, Toyota. You know, you've got the reliability of a Toyota, not a reliability of a Ford Explorer, but a Toyota. I think this is from Lamborghini Boston, but we're about to see. Not the best place to unload, but hey, it's not my car. Now you can check out the lighting on Michael Fuchs's P1. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna step in the shot real quick. But when you see this in the lighting, you can really see the carbon fiber weave on it. And look, there's my reflection. Again, reminds me of his old P1 that Tim Happy Hippie owns, but it's got that carbon fiber body on it, which that one doesn't. But you can really see it now that it's got that golden hour lighting, and you got the crowd. That's a beautiful Corvette, but still don't like the rear on these. Hashtag war on red Ferraris. Hashtag there's no replacement for displacement. I'll take one of these over a 488 Pista any day. Easy, no problems, no questions asked. I sound like I'm selling a car, but I'm trying to sell you 458 over 488. on a 349 lease special. Oh, sorry, that's for the Maserati Ghibli. Listen to this. Of course, it would be better for me to take a video because you gotta deal with the masses, but there's an Enzo coming in somewhere. You gotta get these glorious golden hour shots. Follow the crowd. Just kidding, no follow the crowd, that's not good advice. Take your own path, there we go. Here we go. Scuderia Ferrari. He's got the F1 car. Ray-Bans. I believe this is a show car, not an actual raced Ferrari, but it is lighting. Woo! Ford GT squad rolling in. You got the two regular Ford GTs with the Heritage GT here. And an MC 412 Lusso Ford Pagani Huayra, whatever it's called. But check it. Crowd's finally rolling in. Of course, they've got the dealer plates. Somebody tell me if that is the Connecticut version of Montana plates. I've been seeing that. I know there's not that many dealers around, but nobody wants to pay taxes. Can't blame them. Here you have Ferrari's new edition of the Ferrari Maserati. It's got probably a Toyota Camry V6, but I'm not too sure. It sounds like it, but it's for your housewives while you're home making a ton of money, and they can go get their Botox and herbal hair therapy sessions.
Yes, sir.
We'll knock.
Don't stand in front of it because the hydraulic clutch isn't working, so I'm going to throw it out.
So he's about to move this.
Good to know. Don't stand in front of it.
The hydraulic clutch isn't working, so he's got to. Check out the lighting on this, man. It's gorgeous. That candy apple red with the sun just coming down. Reminds me a little bit of Rosso Via, but it's a Ford, not an Italian, so it's red. Check out the lighting on this, man. It's gorgeous. That candy apple red with the sun just coming down. Reminds me a little bit of Rosso Via, but it's a Ford, not an Italian, so it's red. So the biggest surprise, I don't know if it's a surprise or not, but we're wondering what's on the truck. My guess is they're gonna have an Alfa Romeo based Giulia on here. That would be my best guess. Or maybe a Giulia on one and a Maserati Ghibli on the other. That would make the most logical sense. Don't want to put miles on that Ghibli, man. How are you gonna drive down the interstate and not use your blinkers if you got miles on it? Keep those things pristine. Alright, we're about to find out what's in the truck. Ghibli, Giulia. What do we've got?
It's a Continental GT.
A Ghibli?
No, and Portofino, I think.
That makes the most sense. Oh! Womp womp womp.
Results, right?
Here we go, the big surprise. New Continental GT. And it says new on it, so you don't know that it's the old Continental GT. And while you're here looking at supercars, you can pick up a car for your wife. Coming in, we have a 512M. This is the first 512M that I've seen, which basically is a 512 TR, but it's got, instead of the pop-up headlights, it's got the exposed or the non-pop-up headlights. Pretty cool. And this has the Montana plates that say 512M and just a Focus RS. But support the troops. 512M. Out here we have Michael Fuchs's La Aperta, and he's getting his regular La Ferrari taken out. And I don't want to say this too loud. He doesn't want to park in the grass, which I know if he doesn't want to park in the grass, he's going to go through over here, so and get some dope shots. All jokes aside, I know a little aggravated that this came out of the Miller car, not, let's say, a Veneno or something, but the new Bentley Continental really looks good. Let's take a look at the front end. The new grille is redesigned. The one thing about Bentleys is they all look the same, so it's a little different car. Looks pretty good. And here's the Aston Martin Vantage again. If you see my previous video, I've got my thoughts on this, which I think is good. Now, I wish they had a DBS here. I've seen the Vantage plenty of times. And then you've got the new Rolls Royce. Big. Somebody thought it was a Cullinan at first, but no, it's not. Here we go. There's an R34 Skyline with the Japanese plates on it. So this is probably legit, not just a shit R32 with an R34 body kit on it, which is really nice. These soon will be everywhere and not worth much when there's a million of them. And let's see. Collector car profile. 1999 from Cold Spring, New York. Let's check out this tint over here.